Good evening to all my wonderful viewers out there, and welcome back to another drop list video, the series where I cover all the items that are releasing in a specific week for various different streetwear brands. And in today's video, I'm going to be covering everything that is releasing in week 5 of Palace's Ultimo 2022 collection. Yes, guys, I'm being proactive about it this time round. Instead of being reactive, where I did the drop list for week 4 after it dropped, I had to get ahead of myself because I know that, I'm going to have some work drinks this Friday, going to be hanging out with some people this Friday. So I thought there's not going to be any time to cover that week 5 drop on Friday. So I got to do it early. I got to do it on the Tuesday, get it covered, get it done and dusted for you guys, of course. So we're doing that. We're going to be covering the release details to do with week 5, all the individual pieces releasing in week 5, and we'll be covering my thoughts and opinions on the individual pieces and the week as a whole. Now, there isn't much to expect coming from week 5. It's releasing this Friday. I don't think there's going to be a week 6 unless for some reason they did like a full collab week 6, but I'm really doubting that. I feel like week 5 is going to be the final week of the season, but I'm ready to be proven wrong if that's the case. I think this is going to be the end of the Ultimo 2022 season, but for a 5-week season, had some heavy hitting stuff releasing it nonetheless. But anyway, conversation for when I cover my top 5 favorite items of that season. Let's start talking about the top, the pieces releasing in week 5, so we can at least end off the season there. I will be using a Max Merch More Instagram post to cover it. Let's head on over there now, and we'll start covering those release details. All right, so here we are at the Max Merch More Instagram post that we'll be covering everything to do with week 5. It'll be linked down in that description section below for you guys to check out there. Now, to quickly just cover those release details, the Ultimo 2022 week 5 drop. All items will be releasing this Friday, December 23rd, which, looking at my watch, if it's Tuesday the 20th, Wednesday's the 23rd, Thursday's the 22nd, Friday, it's the 23rd. That checks out, that works out. We've got it 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the US and 11 a.m. GMT time for the UK. It'll be releasing in-store and online for all the various locations around the world. Online, as just mentioned, at those drop times. So if you're from the US, you can go to the US online store and cop at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're the rest of the world, you can cop at 11 a.m. GMT time or British Standard Time from the regular online store. And if you're from Japan or China, you get it the day later. You get it on the Saturday, December the 24th, the day before Christmas. And it'll be releasing in-store and online for Japan, 11 a.m. Japanese Standard Time. And on the WeChat store, 11 a.m. Chinese Standard Time for China. If you guys have any further questions about when and where it's dropping, drop those questions in the comment section below and I'll try and help you out the best I can there. But now that we've covered all the release details to do with week 5, we've got to start covering those pieces. Let's check out what we're going to be getting in week 5 by covering this first page, which is obviously page 1. Alright, so kicking off the first page of week 5, we have the Palace Jeans 9 Cuff Beanie in the navy, white and black. Simple logo, simple color scheme. Kind of looks like, hear me out here, the kind of branding you would see on a sock. Does anyone else see it? Maybe it's just the way the logo looks with the extra added line on the bottom and top. But this is the kind of logo that you see at the top of just a pair of cotton socks, Maybe it's also the texture of the beanie that's kind of giving me that thought, but I could see some socks with this exact logo and the exact colors they've chosen. Maybe again it's just me seeing this, but there we go there. Moving on down, we've got the Warm Dome Ear Flap 6-panel coming in a blue, a black, and a brown. Now, I remember last season we had, was it last season or was it still this season? We had the fuzzy-eared beanies. Now, I doubted them. I said, I can't see these going crazy, but they went crazy. Actually, was it week 1? Week 1 of this season? The fuzzy stuff actually pops. People really like the fuzzy stuff. I must be not on it, but there we go. Yeah. Do I think these are going to sell just as well? I think maybe just a normal 6-panel would. Maybe the ear flap part might be a deterrent. We'll just have to wait and see. If you guys are there at the drop time, you're seeing these, you know, ear flap beanies, these ear flap 6 panels selling, let us know in the comments. I want to see how quickly they were selling, guys. But yeah, the fuzzy teddy bear beanie that came out recently, that went like crazy. Maybe this will go crazy as well. And moving on down to the last piece on page 1 here, with the tri-lenticular hood in the grey mall. Now, what does that mean? What does lenticular mean? Well, from my understanding of it, it is a reflective material that when sunlight, or just light in general, ideally sunlight because it looks the best, shines on this material, the colors change depending on the angle that you're looking at it. I've got a lenticular Del Schutzer hoodie from a long time ago. I want to say the Dream hoodie, I think it's called from memory. Yeah, it's not usually a material or finish of a graphic that a lot of brands choose to use, probably because it's really expensive to do, probably because it's really impractical. There's probably not a lot of places out there that do this type of thing, but Palace has got us covered and decided to release some of them for this Ultimo season. If you want a Tri-Ferg logo hoodie with just a little bit of flair to it, I feel like this is the place to go. I actually don't mind the grey one. I think the grey one looks quite nice, and with the sunshine hitting that Tri-Ferg, I'm sure it'll gleam and look really nice when I move in it. Yeah, nice little piece. But I have bought something else. I said I wasn't going to buy anything else this year, but then from your comments in a recent video, guys out there, I have bought a couple extra pieces that hopefully should be here before the new year. So I won't be buying anything from this drop, but yeah, that grey hoodie is definitely speaking to me there, this one here. Now that we have covered everything releasing on page 1, let's go check out page 2. I mean, this is one of the reasons why I said this is probably the last week of the Ultimo season, is because page 2 is the final page. We don't have a lot releasing this week, but as I said, I expected as much. So the tri-lenticular hoodie coming in the olive, we have it coming in the rust, we have it coming in the black, we have it coming in the navy. I don't mind it in the navy, I don't mind it in the black, but I still think my favorite color is going to go to the gray on the first page there. Not really too keen on the olive or the rust, but that's just my personal preference there. Yeah, that is everything releasing on page 2, guys. Let me know how you feel about that one. And that is everything releasing in week 5. As I mentioned, you know, a very small, low-key week. Probably the one to end the season. They could throw us a curveball and announce like a collab this week to fill the rest of the week up with extra items, but I feel like Palace would have done that by now. Like, I'm not getting any notifications. Like, I feel like if they were going to announce a collab, they would have done it, but I feel like they're just going to end the season off here. But if they do release a collab to fill up this week, we'll cover it in a Streetwear Talk video, and I don't think I'll bother doing like an update video on that. I think the Streetwear Talk video would be sufficient enough to cover a potential collab, but if there's no collab, this is week 5, just some little pieces left of the season. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on week 5, if you're a fan of any of these few pieces releasing this week, down in that comment section below. Well, there we go, guys. That's everything to cover about week 5. A very short video. I mean, yeah, to recap, it's releasing this Friday, December 23rd. These are the only pieces releasing at this current moment in time. It's releasing 11 AM in the respective time zones that you're looking to pick up from. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not a crazy week. To sum it up, it's just, I feel like it's the leftovers. There's some okay leftovers though. The beanie's alright. The tri-lenticular hoodie's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm pretty comfortable missing out on anything this week. I'm going to be holding out for that little purchase that I picked up. Thanks to you guys though. And I'll get into that when I get the pieces though. I'm very keen to actually talk about them when I get them there, guys. But yeah, I want to hear from you guys. If you are picking up anything from this drop, are you feeling anything? You gonna pick anything up for Christmas, or have you picked up everything you want from the season and you're just gonna be chilling at the moment? Let me know what you're gonna be picking up, if you are picking up anything from this week, down in that comment section below. And of course, if you guys want me to keep covering upcoming Palace weeks, upcoming Palace seasons, you just got to give me the 3 indicators I always ask you for, which is a like on this video, a comment in that comment section down below, and the best indicator of them all, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. As mentioned in the previous upload, we are trying to hit the subscriber milestone of 3,540 subs before the end of December. Well, 5 subs off, basically. Hopefully, with your guys' continuous support, we can reach 3,540 before the end of December. Well, I think that's everything I got to say about week 5, guys. I wish you the best of luck if you are going for a piece from this week. Hopefully you can pick up what you want in the size and color you are after. But until the next Palace video, until the next drop list video, until the next streetwear talk video in general, guys, I'll catch you later.